What's going on YouTube? My name is Brandon, also known as Brandon Hybrid, and I'm a Warzone content creator. Now you might be wondering, this is my first ever full-length video and it's not Warzone, so I'll explain that in just a second. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to edit TikToks in Premiere Pro, so that way your content looks 1,000 times better than using one of the pre-made sites online like Crossclip or I think it's Streamladder. Yeah. I'm also going to make another video down the line how to use DaVinci Resolve, since Premiere Pro is a paid program and not everybody can afford to spend $30 a month on it. DaVinci Resolve is free, and in a later video I'll show you guys how to do it on DaVinci Resolve. So what you guys want to do, make sure you guys obviously first pull Premiere Pro. I already have it pulled up right here. On the left hand side, you guys are going to see new project. You'll go ahead and hit new project. It's going to bring you up with your new project settings. So obviously you'll name it TikTok 3. I'm going to do 313 since I have some planned out for the next few days. Once you get here, it's going to pull up all of your Adobe stuff. So you're going to have your effect roles, your lumimetry scopes, your sources. Down here in the bottom left, that's going to be your media browser where you can import all of your clips and different audio, whatever you want to put in here. On the right hand side here, you're going to have your program source. So this is where the actual video will play when you're going ahead and going to edit it. On the right hand side here, you're going to have all your effects, since I am on the effects tab. Up top, you're going to have a bunch of different tabs called assembly, editing, effects, audio, captioning, graphics, and libraries. So the first step you guys want to do for editing a TikTok on Premiere Pro, this is very important because obviously TikTok uses a very different scale on how their videos play. Up in the top left hand corner, you guys want to hit file, go to new, and hit sequence. Now, the most important thing is on the available presets, you're going to see a billion of these, and it's going to look really confusing. You want to make sure you go under ARI, under 1080p, and make sure you click the last one. Once you have the last one clicked, you're going to go over to settings, and this is the most important part. On frame rate size, instead of 1920 by 1080, you're going to go 1080 by 1920. That, instead of making it a widescreen, is going to make it that vertical for TikTok, so that way your videos will fill up the whole screen on whoever's phone gets to watch it. Once you guys get that done, you hit OK, and you can see here now our sequence is our TikTok box. It's 1080 by 1920. So the next thing you want to do, I have mine to where I double click my media. So if you double click this little media box down here and go to wherever you have all your clips, you'll be able to see anything you've recorded, anything you've saved. Up here I have all my different folders, different captures, older clips, everything I finished. And these are all my clips I still have to edit for TikTok. For example, we're going to use my last clip, the one that I got a few days ago. And once you double click it, it's going to load right into your content box. Once that finished, you're going to click it, left click with your mouse, drag it over here onto the timeline. You want to make sure you keep the existing settings, because if you change your sequence settings, it's going to go back to that standard 1920 by 1080, and obviously we don't want that. We want it to be the 1080 by 1920, so it has that vertical resolution, so that way whoever is watching it on their phone will be able to see it and it will fill up the whole space. Now this part is where it gets a little bit interesting and a little bit difficult for some people, but I'm gonna kind of go through it as slow as I can. So the best way, I'm sure you guys have seen TikToks where, you know, they have their camera at the top and their screen's like right in the center and the background's blurred, but it's kind of the same thing. This is exactly how you guys do that. So you're gonna go ahead and drag it again, make sure it's on the outside at the end of the first clip, and then drag it again and make sure it's on the third clip. Now it necessarily doesn't have to look like this, but I do it this way, so that way it's a little bit spread out, and I can truly, you know, be able to move around the clips without, you know, cutting the wrong thing I don't want to cut. Obviously you being able to highlight all your clips by just left clicking and highlighting everything and moving your mouse. On the first clip here, obviously that's going to be our blurred background. So if you obviously make sure you click the clip, you have to make sure the first clip is highlighted. You double click on your screen. It's going to bring up this little box. This is the whole clip right here. You want to go in the corner and you want to drag it out until the whole screen is filled up with that center of your clip. The next step, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and head right over to effects. And in effects, you're going to type in the word G, or the letters GAUS, and we're going to go into the bottom by blur and sharpen, Gaussian blur. That is the best one that I found to use. I think it's the only one I have on here right now, actually. Once you guys see that, you guys have to left click it and then drag it onto the clip just like that. Once it's dragged on, you'll see the little FX logo right there, and you'll go back to the effect controls. Right here, this will be all of our effect controls that we have on it right now. So as you can see, Gaussian blur, blurriness level is 0. Click that. You guys can put in whatever number you want. I find that 35 is a good blur, something that I like. It's not too crazy blurry, but it's also, you know, obviously if you're at 377, you can't see shit. But obviously I find 37. I find 35 is a nice blur. It looks really good, nothing crazy, and you can still see the motion going on in the background. After that, we'll go on to the next clip. That's going to be the second clip we dragged in here. As you can see, same thing. So once you click on the clip, double click on the screen, it's going to highlight that clip inside of our program sequence box. What I like to do, my webcam on my stream is a little bit larger. So what I have to do in order to make sure I don't get this little snippet from my webcam, just drag it a little bit like there. Don't have to do anything too crazy to this clip. Obviously, just making sure everything is centered. It looks good to go. And then once you're done with this, you can go ahead and drag it right over the first clip. Now, the third clip, this is for the webcam. This is to make sure if you stream with the webcam and you want to have your face up top or on the bottom or wherever you want to put it. We'll go ahead and click this clip for the third time. We'll double click the screen again for the third time. What I like to do is I like to drag my box up here. I like to have my webcam right at the top of the TikTok. Take this little edge right here. We're going to drag it out a little bit until you like the size of the camera that you see. This is all dependent on what you guys like. I don't want my camera to be too big. I don't want it to be also too small. So that size right there is probably good for me. Over on the left-hand side, you want to make sure you're still on effects control. This little square right here, it's called the opacity, polygon mask. That is exactly what you guys want. You click that, your clip's going to disappear. Don't freak out. It's still there, I promise. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to left click this and you're going to want to drag it over to where your webcam is at. Obviously, this mask right now is a little bit bigger than what my webcam is, but that's okay. As long as you guys are able to kind of drag these four little corners and you'll be able to get it exactly at your webcam. So that way it is not, I mean, it's not gonna be a perfect rectangle sometimes, but that is probably about as good as it gets. And you're good to go. So now I have my webcam right there and we're all set and good to go. So then you take this clip and we're good to go. Now we have the TikTok. Now, obviously when you guys are editing TikToks, if you guys are cutting things, if you guys are inserting different, pictures or memes, videos, whatever it might be, you guys want to make sure you have these lined up, because if they're not lined up, it's going to be a lot harder to match the sequence with the three different clips. So your webcam clip, the main clip, and the background clip, it's going to be a lot harder to match those if they aren't edited together. Once you guys are finished with that, your clip has been edited and good to go, and it's at the starting point of the sequence. You're going to go ahead and go up to the top left-hand corner, hit File, Export, and hit Media. Now, guys, this part's really important. I fucked this up like 100 times when I did it the first time. You want to make sure your format is on H.64 because that is the only format that's going to work for TikTok because of the way your settings are with the width and the height, 1080 being by 1920. Match source, high bitrate. You want to make sure that's selected because it's going to go ahead and export it out at a higher bitrate. So that way the video and the audio is a lot better quality. Output name, you're going to want to click this. Make sure you guys have a full folder for all of your finished projects. Gonna make organizing a lot easier to be able to find all your different finished videos. But obviously for this one, we're gonna name it test clip. Once you're done with that, you'll hit the export key. Shouldn't take too long, relatively short TikTok, nothing crazy, no crazy effects or different, different videos and pictures thrown in there. And once you're that, you're good to go. So we'll go to our folder here and we'll see, boom, test clip is right up here in the top left, and we'll open it. And good to go. Once that's finished, obviously you can upload TikToks from your PC or from your phone. I kind of do both. But once you're finished with that, you'll hit the file button, or actually you can just hit X. And if you want to save the changes you made to your project, so that way you can go back and edit some different stuff. If you have a different idea, you can hit yes. But since this is a test clip for me, I'm gonna hit no. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. I'm gonna have some more Warzone content coming here soon, I promise you that. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Much love, drink water, stay hydrated, and I will see you guys next time.